Hello everybody. Hey, how you doing? How you all doing? So, to cut a long story short, I got bored of playing chess on my old account, and I've made a new one called Dumminion, and it seems to have forgotten my my little picture. So anyway, look, I'm really tired. But it's okay because I'm playing down somewhat, and it's okay if you can dob me into chess.com and say whatever. Don't really matter. Do you know what I mean? So I'm playing Nen69, who has no rating, and I have no rating, but I think my rating is 309 or something like that. So what's the idea? Well, we're going to do a climbing the rating ladder series. Okay, so my opponent here has resigned. Oh, well, let's see what you missed. The Basque opening. I don't even know. Don't even know what this is. Anyway, we'll try again. Okay, I'm going to play the Birds opening. Why not? I'll play the Birds opening for the whole series. Don't know anything about it. I mean, I've been watching some of Simon Williams' Title Tuesday stuff. Was he a good sport? I don't know. Let's say no. I mean, he resigns after playing 3 moves. Well, apart from this guy who hasn't played 1 move yet. Goodness me. Yeah, anyway, so Simon Williams, because he's a Dutch player. So against 1d4, when he's got the black pieces, he plays f5 at some point. Usually, I think he plays e6 first, and then plays f5. Thing about this is d4, e6, you could get yourself into a French as well, so you've got to be happy to play the French also. So this guy's not even shown up today. And this is what we get. You're right, Bentley. You just go and lie down, mate. You'll be fine. Okay, well, he's disappeared as well. So this is great fun. So I bet you're glad you tuned in now. So look. Oh, Hunty's back. And I forgot to play the Birds opening. Okay. I'll play this thing. Okay. So I'm not going to play openings that I know. I'm just going to make it up as I go along. And we'll see how far we get. Okay, e5. 2 attackers. How many defenders? 1. That equates to a free pawn. If I take with the bishop, I'll lose the bishop pair for a pawn. If I take with the pawn, he could push on. That's fine. Actually, now I've got 2 attackers on this pawn as well. So, are we going to hold back on this? Shall I play low strength or what? What should I do? I don't know. I mean, I'm not like a great player anyway, so you see, this pawn is also now free. If I take this one, I'm just inviting his knight out into the board. If he takes me, I can recapture. Then he captures me. If I take and we trade, then he takes my pawn. But then I get that with my knight. So, you see, that's called calculation. If he takes, I take, I'm looking at c7, and it's a fork on king and rook. And that is, you can see the point where I just go, okay, that's my thinking done. That'll do. That'll do for now. Right, here, he doesn't necessarily lose castling rights because it's not forced, because he has knight takes backwards. But I can just drop my bishop back, I guess. My bishop still defends this, my queen defends this. He might still trade queens, in which case I get this and still that threat there, but there's also this threat here, but that's defended by that there. So we shall have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay. Now, long castles is tempting here, but then if he takes here, I recapture the b pawn, and that buggers up my pawns. We don't want that. We don't want our pawns buggered up. So, what do we have here? See, I don't like his king side. He's been too eager to push his pawns on this side. So I really, really want to stop him castling his king to that side of the board. Just strategic. I know that if I can stop that, so I'm going to do this. He'll probably take the knight. Okay. Oh, I wanted to go there, but Oh, really, O'Reilly? Did you? Did you indeed? Okay, notice my queen is undefended now. That's the important thing. Okay, so now what I have to do is trade queens. Oh, it comes with check! Are you kidding me? What? Comes with check. It removes the defender of the queen. And with check. So what is my legal move? What, that or that? I think are my only two legal moves. And both of them lose. Well, well, well. Let's go here. Queen and king here. You have mate. 2 checkmates. You have mate there. Alright, Bentley, go lie down. Good boy. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Let's have a quick look at the... Oh, do I get a review, seeing as I'm a free subscriber? Do I get 1 review per day? 73% accuracy. And it rated me 100. There's my avatar, look, it's turned up. Dumminion. So I was doing fine here. But that was absolutely wrong. I should have traded queens. Yeah, well, look, there we go. So this is the kind of speed run that isn't the speed run that it's going to be. I'm going to lose alternate games, okay? Jesus wept. But it doesn't give me a rating, and it's not giving me my avatar either. Okay. So I'll follow it with the knight here. Fucking hellfire. I'll defend the pawn because it's under attack. Yeah, it is like 7 o'clock in the evening, but I've got a cup of coffee. So, because I've got a call later, and I've got a long drive tomorrow. It's probably not the best idea, is it? I want to develop this bishop somewhere nice. Let's just get the other knight out. How did I get checkmated by force? Unlike my first game, I don't know. I remember watching Eric Rosen's recent speed run. He says, okay, we're now on like 360 games unbeaten. Like, hold my beer, Rosen. I don't want to put my bishop there. Why would I put my bishop there? I'm going to put it here. Because I can see this bishop coming here. So I think that's okay. I'd rather put it on a defended square than a non-defended square. Unprotected square. If I move my knight here, that's a discovery on that knight there. But look, he's put his queen on the... You... What? Hang on. You moved your queen out, and then you've moved it back. And now you've moved your bishop out. Okay. So, this hits the knight twice, actually, because my knight hits it and the queen hits it. If he takes me, I take towards the centre, and it opens up the f-file. That's not bad. This bishop is not great there, because it's looking at my dark squared pawn wall, right? Maybe it would have been better here. Or even here, actually. Okay. I can also start to move this knight up. Could go there. Move this knight up because it attacks the bishop. I'm just already starting to creep my bits up the board. And then stick this here and this there, because that knight was in the way of that bishop anyway, wasn't it? So, there you go. So we're in a situation now where black is many tempi behind. So tempo being the Italian word for time. So he's lost time. So 1 tempo, 2 tempi. O becomes I for plural in Italian, and A becomes E. So lasagna is one sheet of flat pasta. Lasagna with an E is the dish that's made of multiple layers. There you go. Got words like pizza. Here's a feminine word. 2 pizzas would be pizze. Yeah? Ini. Right. Slow move. So what he hasn't done is he's not castled his king, and he hasn't finished his development on this side of the board. If I harass his knight, where's it going to go? It can't go there because the pawn takes, so it'll end up going here. But if he goes there, I can take with my knight, and the reason is he can't take back with the queen because my bishop's looking at that. But hello. Now that I'm looking at the whole board, I spy with my little eye something beginning with this. Then I kick the knight away. Now the pawn is no longer guarding that square. No, I can't do that, can I? I'd love to do that. I dream of doing that. This doesn't work. I just stick the bishop back in its little hole. I blundered on the first game. How about that? That was a pawn, right? Okay. Oh, wow. Takes. Knight takes. It is a fork. And it comes with check. Huh. If I just move the king out of the way, comes in there. If I take... What's going on? What is going on? I want this knight to move anyway, because then I get this fork. So I take that, he takes... I take the bishop, he takes the pawn. I have to move my queen, he takes the rook. I recapture with my rook. That's okay. I've lost 3 materials there. Or... But then I do have this, and I so win back 2 materials. And my king is still castled. What's the alternative? Other than taking the bishop. Well, I've got to take the bishop. The alternative is move the king. And then I stop losing material. But if I move the king, he's got knight here. Then I have to take, bishop takes. I haven't lost the pawn. Knight comes in, I take, bishop takes. Then I have this, defended by my own bishop with... He's grabbed a pawn. I have this now, because knight comes in, doesn't work, it just loses the knight. So his knight retreats, where's it going to go? Oh, it's going to go there. It's defended twice now. Do you know what? I'm going to have to start treating these opponents as though they are 1700s. Don't you think? So I am a pawn down. My opponent has lost castling rights on the king side. Not yet on the queen side. No, that was not the move. He should have gone here, where it's defended twice and attacked twice. Okay? But after here, this is almost losing now because he's in check and I'm forking the rook. So he should move the king and will lose castling rights in the process. So what have we learnt so far? Nothing. Not one thing. Babaji Valley from India. Hey brother, how you doing? Okay, we actually have another check here. King can't go there because of my bishop, right? Now if I go check, so he can't stay there, he has to go back here or here. Is there anything else in this, or do we just snatch the rook? I think we just snatch the rook. Can't see anything. This knight moves as a disco on the bishop, which is undefended. I love my bishops. So what I want to do is get Madge, her Madge, out into the board. My queen's name is now Madge. Can't go there. Well, I can. But it would mean a queen trade. I could go here with a knight, but not yet because the queen's not on E1. Could go here with a knight if he wants to trade, or whatever. At least my queen's then opened up and go straight there with check, and that's going to be curtains because then I come in here, he has to go here, my bishop can come in. This is actually quite a classic king walk. That might be fun. You're on a king walk. Oh, is it my go? Okay, sorry, he recaptured the thing. Alright, so we're going to do this. Sorry. There's me sitting there scratching my arse, and he moved like 3 minutes ago. Oh no, it was a minute ago. That's okay. Right, so I'm down to less than 4 minutes on my clock. Ah, so he's chosen death. So he's attacking my bishop, but it's defended by the pawn. He's just dropped a piece. Can't put my queen here because knight takes. Do I have this? No, he's attacking the rook. This you can take with a knight. Now this counterattacks the queen, but then queen takes rook. Okay. So do I just defend the rook with my queen? Might stick the queen here. Might bring in the other rook. So at this point I'm up 7 materials, so now I can just happily... Oh, I'm up a rook and a bishop for a pawn, I think. Okay, this is a trade, but fortunately my rook was defended by my queen. And it was a bishop anyway, so I wasn't even defending the knight, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. And that is just the pin on the queen and the king, right? Which is the danger of putting your big bits in line with each other. Which, as everybody knows, is not what you do. Even if we play on, I've got ideas of this, supported by my fianchettoed bishop. Fianchetto, I know. CH in Italian means K. Right? Check. Only 2 moves. That one's probably the better of the two, because this one would have run into a discovered check by this. So how do we finish this? This. Still not. 1, 2, 3 is crude but effective. Yeah. Might have time for another game after this one. So sorry guys, I know it's not watching Naroditsky, is it? Here, you can take the pawn, that's fine, because this is mate. Because pawn guards that, rook guards these, queen guards these. Oh, bishop can block. But then queen takes bishop and it's mate. So that's the only legal move. Missed it. It's funny, seeing ads on the side of the screen. There we go. Okay, that was good. Well done. My new rapid rating is 392. Right, one more. One more. We're going to take more. And this is the Reti. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to play normal stuff. Occupy the centre. Spring out the opposite knight. Okay, this is attack once, defended once. It's fine. I've got time to play e5. That guy is playing quick, isn't he? Right, so he's threatening to take this, which removes the defender of this pawn, right? So I can put my bishop here. I can also put my queen here, but that gets in the bishop's way slightly. Or I can just push this pawn. Well, if I push the pawn, he can actually bring his knight in there, because this knight is in an absolute pin because of the bishop. Don't know if we want to do that. Let's just... Oh, if I put my bishop there, currently my queen is the only defender of that one. So what else have we got then? I don't want to play f6. Never play f6. I've got a queen here. Queen here, so... You pre-moved that. You pre-moved. Don't pre-move unless it's a recapture. Especially in rapid chess. Goodness sake. That was terrible. Okay, I'm going to come over here and have a poke around here. He could castle. He failed to castle. Okay, I'm still not worried about this. This makes me happy. I'm fine with that. And now it comes the king. Okay. Curious. Well, let's, develop here. What if he does this? We can just trade queens. Yeah, I really want to develop. I want to get castled. He might trade off this, though. Okay. Let's defend it twice. Do we just get our bits out? He's threatening to take here with the discovery, right? Come on, we're a piece up. I really don't mind him damaging my pawn structure. Okay. But now I can do this, yes? This. Got to be good. I'm threatening that, which is a royal fork, because it's king and queen, and I'm also threatening the bishop, which is actually defended. So the serious threat was this, which he's missed. Okay. I've even actually got rook e8. Check. Can't go there, can't go there, no, no, there. Rook e8, king goes here. Is that too fancy? I think just this. If rook takes, then I have rook e8, skewering the king. King has to move, and then I trade the rooks off. Oh, hang on. My bishop's still hanging as well. Okay. Rook e8 now. These are all the squares he can't go to. He can't go here because of the knight, so he has to be here or here. So whatever happens, I can snatch this. I've just hung my rook. Just literally just hung my rook. And now that my opponent's stopped pre-moving, it's made no difference whatsoever because he's still blundering. God, who would play this infernal game? Okay, that's defended by the bish here. And if I take, check. I have the check now. Let's chuck in the check. Chuck in the check. I'm thinking rook d8. Try and take this pawn. God, it's such a different game, isn't it? Alright. Now what do we got? That is a check. It gets the rook out of trouble. Size. Okay, I've got a check here. Also actually got this. What wins the bishop, so I'm doing a very bad job of playing principled here, because I've not even developed the king side at all. Okay, we win the bishop with check, that's fine. Okay, the knight is attacked. And win a pawn and defend it, I suppose. Okay, he runs away. Now we develop our pieces. It's only moved 21. It's time to think about development. Okay. Let's develop again. Just for the hell of it. Use the bishop here. No, no. Okay. This hits rooks, but also, worse than that, threatens that. Hits one rook. That is check. He can technically go there or there. That is also check. Do this one first, because then I might still have this one. If he goes here, I have another check. Okay. The knight hangs. Oh, it's just this, isn't it? That's mate. No, king takes knight. Oh, Jesus wept. Jesus fucking wept. Oh my God. Oh dear. Don't play when you're tired, boys and girls. That's the trick there. Right. So I ain't got time to take my queen because he's in check. If knight takes, I take with the queen. That's two more things off the board. Happy days. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 places he can go. Of which that was one. Here forces this. But I think I'd rather engage the rook. Oh, checkmate. Look at that. Christ. Okay, let's try again. What are we playing? Oh, the bird's opening. That's right. I'm on 448. All right, the Queen's Gambit. Upper Gambit style. Right, we grab the centre. So what's the point? The point is that we have we've got 2 pawns in the centre against 1, and also because our opponent has now spent one of his early moves capturing here. Not only is he 1 pawn down in the middle, but he's also 1 move further behind in development. Now I can defend the pawn. This e4 pawn is under attack. I can defend it with knight c3. Or I can just push it on. I'm somewhat disinclined to push it on. Now I need to be aware if the e-pawn moves, then the knight could get pinned. If it does, maybe I'll push it on. You know what I mean? But right now, and we've got this as well, I can always recapture the pawn. But we generally don't have to rush with things like that. I think we can just keep bringing our bits out. Okay, now this is possible, but so is this. And we might as well recapture the pawn because it's a developing move anyway, right? This is okay. That defends the pawn. Okay, he's looking to fianchetto, is he? I could push this and that already will dismay the dark squared bishop. He can go there though. If I take pawn takes. There's castle. Principal play. Get your king to safety early. Get it into the corner where it's easier to defend. Evergaz from, is that Greece? Mm-hmm. So this is a win plus 48, lose minus 51 situation. Because it's such a new account that my rating is going to fly all over the place. Well, that's just hanging. And what's more, it's hanging twice. So I think I'm going to take with the bishop. One reason is the bishop wasn't developed. It was still on the back rank. So bringing the bishop out, it's not like the bishop needed to come out, but I'm one step closer to connecting my rooks now, which is good for safety. But also it pins the knight, and if the knight moves, it hangs the queen. Which is generally not thought to be a good thing. Now the king and queen are in line. My king's also, there's also an alignment issue with there. So if I was to take this, then he might trade, but then I do win actually. Right? If he takes that, and he's in check, and I get this, right? So takes, I still get the knight. And I'm also threatening that. And I'm also threatening that, which buggers up his pawns here as well. Now I win this one, right? Right, general idea is you just swap everything off in the middle of the board. Okay, swap everything off. I'm hitting the rook. This is a thought. Okay, you missed the rook. Well, I'll let you off for now. I'm going to do this. Now I'm threatening to take the rook with the disco, forcing king here or here. Okay, still discovered check, so you still lose the rook, unfortunately. Okay, I am going to have the rook. Am I going to have the rook? Do we want the rook? Let's have the rook. Okay, I can actually save the bishop quite easily. I can just play this. See, at this point, Daniel will be saying yes, but it's important to be clinical at the end of the game. Okay, I'll get the queen closer to the king anyway. I'll probably want to bring this horsey in. Can't do much with his bishop. More horses. You can never have too many horses, can you? Check, he takes the bishop. That's not the... You're not... new. Okay. Here. There. He has to take the bishop and I take that, and that's mate. How does he stop this? Mate. Alright guys, so not very instructive, but let us return to the start and let's see what went wrong for black. Okay, so what have we done so far? We've occupied the centre. What that means is we are controlling some very important squares. These are those squares, so black can't put his pieces on those squares. He develops a knight. This is okay, but when your opponent has a knight on e4, it's generally not a good idea to do this. Now, I don't get computer analysis. Okay, so we have to do this. Now, e5, totally playable here. Right, with tempo, which means that your opponent loses time because they have to move the thing, move the piece away. I did not do that. I did a developing move, which actually makes black slightly better here. Interestingly enough, he brings a knight out, so he's following some principles here. I bring my knight out, and again white is slightly better. Okay, a little pawn move gets in the way of this bishop. I mean, that was playable, I guess, from this position. Is it? There if I take... No, because I've got my knight out as well. So you should definitely be forgetting about this pawn. Do not try and hang on to the extra pawn, ever, in a gambit situation. I'm thinking maybe even like just fianchetto this bishop, get the king safe. Or Bishop g4 here to pin this knight on the queen. But this now, that move is gone. And now it likes white. Okay, so we have bishop out. Now I'm ready to castle. Now he starts to fianchetto. Now a bishop. Now a castle. Okay, this move is rotten. And you can see 5.5 here. He just hangs the pawn. I take with the bishop with development 5.0. And he hangs his queen. So, I mean, this is just a complete blunder, right? I said to you, didn't you heard me say the knight is pinned, right, on the queen. And that means you can't move your knight. And why? What is the thinking of this? A discovered attack on the bishop with the queen that is defended? Right, so that your principle here, just finish developing your beat, get your king safe. And the stupider the moves that you play in chess, the more important it is to get your king safe. Because the consequences get worse. So he loses his queen, and now he's put his knight onto the edge of the board on an unprotected square. So now I could have just, yeah. And the principle here is his king's stuck in the middle of the board. His king has had to move, which means there's no castling, which means that this rook particularly is going to be slow to enter the game. This rook is limited, both rooks are limited until the bishop's move, because he's not developed. So even though, yeah, we've got takes. No, I've got, in fact, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders, haven't I? 1, 2, 3, and the queen. So everyone's defending there. Why didn't I just take with the queen? I didn't spot it. But that hits the rook. And I didn't even snatch the rook. It's plus 23 or something now. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. And it's forced mate in 9. And there we have it in just a few moves. So, have we learnt anything at all? I hope we've learnt 1 or 2 things. And I've learnt not to play when I'm very, very tired. But that was good fun, actually, getting my arse handed to me in the first game, the first proper game, first complete game. And a sobering wake-up call. So yeah, look, I mean, if you want me to carry on with the series, let me know in the comments. If you want me to stop, let me know in the comments. If you would like to suggest a repertoire for the series, and say, oh, you've never played the King's Indian, you've never played the English, really, you've never played, you know, just have a go. What do you play? What would you like me to learn along with you? That might be a bit of fun. Can't promise I'm going to post videos on a regular basis, but I shall do my best. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you later.